Good morning, students. In the last class, we have seen what is hypothecation. Okay, hypothecation is only it is a charge only on movable properties. For example, stock, machinery, then vehicles. Okay, they can be moved from one place to another. So इनके ऊपर जब चार्ज रहता है तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? hypothecation. Today we are going to see what is pledge. Okay, what are the rights of the pledger? What are the essential requirements of pledge? Okay, now first thing is what sometimes ये जो pledge है उसको bailment भी कहा जाता है. Okay, so here they are the forms of security to assure that a person will repay the debt or perform an act under contract. Okay, यहाँ पे they ensure that यहाँ पे जिसको भी वो लोग credit facility दे रहे हैं, okay, that person will repay the debt. Okay, so in pledge one person temporarily gives possession of the property to another party. Okay, pledge में क्या होता है, यहाँ पे अगर कोई बिल्डिंग है, okay, and that building किसी और की है and that person gives, and now suppose there is a shop in that building, okay, and that shop belongs to somebody else. That person gives temporarily to someone, his friend or somebody, to start his shop. Okay, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? pledge. Okay, pledge are typically used in securing loans, okay, pawning property for cash or guaranteeing the contract work will be done. Okay, so every pledge has three parts. Okay, that is, there are two separate parties, a debt or a obligation and a contract of pledge. Okay, so there are three parts in the pledge. कौन सा पहला है? There are two separate parties, a debt or a obligation and a contract of pledge. The law of pledges is quite old, okay, but in contemporary US laws, it is governed under most states by the provision secure Article 9 of commercial code. Okay, ये old है अब, लेकिन यूएस में इसको बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस है. नेक्स्ट इज मीनिंग. Now pledge means what? It is a bailment of goods as per the contract act. Okay, bailment is what? It involves delivery of goods by one person to another for some purpose upon a contract that even after the purpose is accomplished the goods should be returned or disposed of according to the directions of the person who has delivered the goods. Okay, next is, we'll see the definition word of the pledge. Now, under section 172 of Indian Contract Act 1872 defines pledge as bailment of goods security for payment of or debtor's performance of promise. The person who offers the security is called owner or pledger and the bailee is called a pledgee. Okay, so यहाँ पे pledge is what? It is a bailment of goods or security for payment of or debtor's performance of promise. Okay, यहाँ पे कोई भी जो चीज़ है उस किसी और को यूज़ करने के लिए देते हैं एंड आफ्टर पर्टिकुलर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ख़त्म हो जाता है, जैसे कि JCBs, नहीं तो रोड रोलर्स वगैरह, इफ़ देर इज़ अ कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ अ रोड. ओके, तो ये लोग क्या करते हैं, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को वो रोड रोलर दे देते. ओके, एंड वंस दैट रोड का वर्क ख़त्म हो जाता है, इधर इफ़ इट इज़ इफ़ दैट रोड रोलर जो है वो अगर यूज़ नहीं है तो उसको डिस्पोज करने का इंस्ट्रक्शन किसने दिया जाए? जिसने उसको दिया है. ओके, खुद से नहीं कर सकते, या दे हैव टू रिटर्न इट बैक टू दैट पर्सन. ओके, तो यहाँ पे द पर्सन हु ऑफर्स द सिक्योरिटी, ओके, जो पर्सन सिक्योरिटी की तरह देते हैं वो क्या है? प्लेजर. ओके, कॉल्ड ओनर और द प्लेजर एंड द बेली इज हु? द प्लेजी. Pledge requirements are essential. Bailment of goods. Okay, so it is delivery of goods from one person to another for some purpose. The parties, when and how the goods will be returned back when the purpose will be accomplished. Okay, so there may be a contract to dispose of the goods according to the instructions of the bailer. So it requires delivery of goods. First one. Now, delivery of goods is what is essential for contract of bailment. Okay, it may be physical or constructive. The latter means anything having a legal effect of putting the goods in possession of the bailee or any person authorized, but there must be a distinction between custody of goods and possession. Okay, possession may be judicial possession. Next is return of goods. To return the goods or to dispose them accordingly to the instructions of the bailer is essential for the contract of bailment. Okay, the deposit of the money in the bank account is not bailment because money is not. Okay, so it depends on the contract between goods, and the banker has no obligation to return the same currency notes and coin which may be handed over to him. सो एट द टाइम ऑफ मेकिंग डिपॉजिट ऐसा नहीं कि जैसे कि जितने कॉइन्स और जितने नोट्स हम लोगों ने, सपोज हम लोगों ने 100 के 10 नोट दिए, ऐसा नहीं कि हम लोगों को नेक्स्ट टाइम जब बैंक रिटर्न करेंगे तो हमें 100 के 10 नोट देंगे. इट कैन नॉट बी सेम. ओके, दे कैन बी डिफरेंट डिनोमिनेशंस. नेक्स्ट इज bailment of security for payment of debt. Okay, so it is essential to secure the payment of the debt on the performance of the promise. Okay, so if the goods are left with the banker for some purpose, it doesn't constitute the pledge until the bank takes the declaration to safeguard their interest. Now who can pledge the goods? Okay, goods can be pledged by him हु हैज़ इट्स लीगल पोजेशन. ओके, जिनके जिनके पास लीगल पोजेशन है वही गुड्स को प्लेज कर सकते हैं. द ओनर ऑफ द गुड्स हिमसेल्फ ही कैन प्लेज. ऑथराइज एजेंट ऑफ द ओनर, ओनर ने अगर एक एजेंट को अपॉइंट किया, दैट पर्सन कैन. जॉइंट ओनर विद द कंसेंट ऑफ अदर को ओनर्स. Okay, and next is if the person has obtained a possession of the good by fraud or misrepresentation or coercion etc., though also he can create a valid contract by fulfilling these conditions. Okay, now the contract has not been rescinded before the contract of the pledge entered into. Okay, नाउ ये जो प्लेज है, इट एक्ट इन अ गुड फेथ और विदाउट नोटिस ऑफ द डिफेक्टिव टाइटल ऑफ द प्लेज. Okay, a pledge himself repledges the goods, but such repledge will be valid only up to the extent of his interest in the goods pledged. Okay, a buyer who obtains the possession of the goods with the consent of the seller before getting the title of the goods can make or valid pledge. Okay, then is joint owner with the consent of other co-owner. Now if the interest of the pledger जो है in the goods is limited extent only, he can pledge the same to the extent of his limit interest. Okay, but in such cases the right of an innocent third party are well protected if the second pledge is made to him. Next is possession of goods. Now, if a person obtains possession of goods by fraud, misrepresentation, coercion, or undue influence, such contract is voidable at the option of the lawful owner. Okay. However, the former can create a valid pledge on such goods provided the following conditions are fulfilled. Okay, जो conditions है अगर उन्होंने fulfill किए, then that pledge जो है it becomes valid. Now this contract has to be rescinded before the contract pledge is entered into. Okay, second is ये जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पहला जो है ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैन नॉट बी रिसेंडेड बिफोर द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज प्लेज्ड और एंटर्ड इनटू. ओके, सेकंड इज द प्लेज एक्ट इन गुड फेथ एंड विदाउट नोटिस ऑफ द डिफेक्टिव टाइटल ऑफ द प्लेजर. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज वैलिड प्लेज ऑफ गुड्स. Now, if a buyer leaves the goods or document of the title of goods after sale in possession of the seller, the latter may make a valid pledge of the goods provided the pledger act in good faith and he has no notice of the sale of goods to the buyer. Okay, similarly जो buyer है who obtains the possession of the goods with the consent of the seller before the title of the goods possesses on to the buyer may also make a valid pledge. Next is repledge. A pledgee can himself pledge the goods, but such repledge will be valid only up to the extent of his interest in the goods pledged. What are the different rights of the pledger? Okay, pledger के बहुत सारे rights रहते हैं. So let's see what are the different rights of the pledger. Right to redemption. Okay, now he has the right in favor to redeem the pledged goods any time before the goods are sold to the pledgee. Okay. Second is right to recover the goods. Now जो goods है, they can recover the goods. He has the right. Okay, pledger has the right. So pledger is also entitled to recover of the goods as they were original conditions. Okay, subject to normal wear and tear if any. Second is right to have prior notice. Now he has also the right to have prior notice before the sale of the pledge goods is contemplated. Okay, in the same way, law confirms some rights to pledge also, which includes right to file a suit. He can file a suit for recovery of money given as a loan and keep the goods collateral. Okay, right to sell pledged goods. Okay, they has the right to sell goods which are pledged and file, okay, a suit of shortcoming, loopholes if any. Okay, then right to exercise the lien. Okay, agar lien hai, then they can exercise the lien right also, that is to exercise lien over the things pledged if the pledger letter so provides. Okay, first is precautions. Now the pledgee is also required to take some precautions. These are as follows: to ensure that the goods delivered are the goods already mentioned in the invoice. Okay, first thing. Second is to ensure that the weight of goods which is declared actually tallies with the weight of goods pledged. Okay, then to make sure that the goods belong to the pledger himself should be the owner of the goods. Next is to make sure that proper and reasonable care for the safety and maintenance has been taken. Okay, these are the precautions the pledger has to take if he is pledging the goods. Next question we will see about the lien. What is meant by lien? What are the features of lien? What are the rights and duties of the bankers in case of lien? Now, lien is what? It refers to the right of the person to retain any property or another person until the demand of the person holding the lien is satisfied. Okay, as per the contract. The banker क्या करता है, is empowered to retain any property offered to him as security for granting advances till the entire loan is repaid. But although the banker has got the right to retain the property offered to him as security, okay, he cannot sell it unless otherwise stated expressly in the contract. So basically, lien means what? It is a right of the creditor to retain the goods and securities owned by the debtor, okay, until the debt due from him is repaid. ना यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं, जो लीन में क्या होता है, क्रेडिटर क्या कर सकता है, दे कैन रिटेन द गुड्स अंटिल जो डेट्स क्या है फुलफिल नहीं करता. ओके, नाउ द क्रेडिटर गेट्स ओनली द राइट टू रिटेन द गुड्स एंड नॉट द राइट टू सेल. ओके, लीन कैन ईदर पर्टिकुलर और जनरल. Okay, it can be either particular or general. Now the right of particular lien can be exercised by the person who has spent his time, money and labor on the goods. Example, care mechanic, a tailor. Okay, it can be exercised against only those goods for which charge have to be paid. Okay, banker however enjoys the right of general lien. Okay, now let's see what is the definition. Okay, definition क्या है. So यहाँ पे definition of the lien can be described as follow. Okay, according to Indian Contract Act section 171, lien is a right possessed by a person to retain the goods. Okay, it is what? Retaining the goods or property belonging to another person, not for non-fulfillment of an obligation by the person. Now what are the features of lien? Okay, first one is nature of lien. Now the Indian Contract Act confirms the right of the general lien on the banker. Okay, for the balance due from the customer, a banker is empowered to retain all securities of the customer. Okay, the right of lien is possessory. Now restrictions on lien. Okay, lien क्या है? Does not transfer the property or rights of ownership to the banker. Okay, implied pledge. The banker's lien is tantamount to the implied pledge, giving the power to sell in certain event. Okay, next is exercise of lien is subject to several qualification. Next is negative lien. Now lien can also be negative, which does not give the right to the banker to retain the assets of the customer pledged with the banker. Next is right and duties of the banker in case of lien. Okay, the right and duties of the bankers in case of lien are as follows. Right to retain. यहाँ पे क्या कहता है? Banker has the right to retain the assets of the borrower till he repays the loan. Okay, this is the right of the general lien. Right to recover. Now, general right of the lien confers upon the banker the right to sell the assets in possession of the banker and recovery of the loan. Okay. Next is duty to give notice. Third thing is what? Banker should give a notice. Okay, now the banker has the right to give notice. Okay, he has the right to give notice to the borrower before making the sale of the assets of the borrower which is kept with the bank. Okay, duty to take judicial sanction. Okay, they should have the duty to take judicial sanction also. So in case of securities which are created legal dispute in case of transfer, a banker has to take judicial sanction before making the sale of securities. Now there is a special lien on special circumstances. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? बैंकर हैज़ अ स्पेशल राइट ऑफ द स्पेशल लीन इन केस ऑफ स्पेशल लोन एंड ट्रांजेक्शन्स. ओके, द राइट ऑफ जनरल लीन इज रिलेटिवली वाइड. There are following things do not create a banker's lien. Okay, next is exclusions. Okay, so what are the exclusions? First is valuable in safe custody. Okay, bank lien क्या कहता है? वुड नॉट एक्सटेंड टू सिक्योरिटीज, बॉक्सेस, सील्ड पैकेट. ओके, यहाँ पे अगर बैंकर्स को जो लीन है इट मे बी नॉट एक्सटेंडेड ऑन सिक्योरिटीज. ओके, फर्स्ट. सेकेंड थिंग इज ऑन बॉक्सेस. अगर वो सील्ड पैकेट है, ऑर्नामेंट है और या अदर वैल्यूएबल प्रॉपर्टी डिपॉजिटेड विद द बैंक फॉर द सेफ कस्टडी एज अ बेली और अ ट्रस्टी. ओके, देन money for specific bill. Money paid to meet the specific bill payable at the bank or for any other purposes. Okay, so accepted would be free from lien. Okay, next is valuables left by mistake. Now banker has no right on the lien of the documents or valuable left in possession by the customer by mistake or due negligence. Okay, ये यहाँ पे भी lien का possession नहीं रहता if it is left by any valuable documents or any ornament that is left by the customer due to his mistake. Next is trust account of the trustee personal loan. Okay, the banker cannot have a right of lien on the trust account for the money advances to the trustee on his personal account. Okay, next is right to set off not of the lien. Okay, now banker has the right to set off and not lien on money deposited by the customer. Next is प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ पार्टनर. ना बैंकर का अगर प्रॉपर्टी है पार्टनर्स के, ओके, दे आर हैविंग अ पार्टनरशिप बिजनेस, देन बैंकर कैन नॉट क्लेम द लीन ऑन द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ समवन्स पार्टनर टू रिकवर द लोन ऑफ फ्रॉम हिज पार्टनरशिप फर्म टू विच द सेम पार्टनर इज अ मेंबर. ऐसे नहीं कर सकते. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज asset having no ownership of customer. Now banker cannot claim the lien on the asset to which the customer has no ownership. Okay, so these are the exclusions. Okay, they cannot be included in the lien contract. That is valuable in safe custody, money for specific bill, valuables left by mistake, trust account for trustee personal loan, right to set off not to lien, property of the partner, asset having no ownership of customers. Okay, so in today's class we have seen what is pledge and what is lien. Okay, इनके बारे में देखा and what precautions should be taken. Okay, what are the rights and duties of the bankers in case of lien. In the next class we will see what is mortgage. Okay, mortgage बहुत important concept है and it is very important for the lifetime. Okay, so let's see in the next class what is mortgage.